Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cloth and Paper channel. My name is Ashley. I am the founder here at Cloth and Paper, and today I'm going to film my 2024 planner collection video. So I haven't done one of these in quite some time. I think the last time I did one was 2020 or 2021, something like that. But you guys have been asking for an updated one, so I want to film one for you today. I have my coffee ready to go because I think it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So grab a cup of coffee, grab a cocktail, whatever time of day it is for you. Go ahead and grab the corresponding beverage of your choice, and let's get into my planner collection. Okay, so I'm gonna start with kind of the most common planners first. Now, my collection has shifted a little bit since the last video. I don't remember the date, but it has shifted a little bit. I have taken out some of the older cloth and paper planners, and I have some of the newer ones as part of my collection now because those are the ones that I'm using. Let's go ahead and start with some of the more common ones. So the most common ones in the planner community would be, especially amongst our people that purchase our inserts, are the Louis Vuitton planners. Now I have 3 sizes of the Louis Vuitton planners. Let's start with this one. This one, and this is I think this is my same note from my last video. The pocket size one is the one I have the most trouble utilizing and staying consistent with utilizing. But this is the Louis Vuitton PM Agenda in the monogram print. And it looks like that. So you can see the last time I tried to use this one was 2021. And like this, I know a lot of people use these for wallets and things like that. They have gone up significantly in price since I purchased this one back, I think, in 2020. But yeah, it's been quite the amount of tips to use these and use it consistently, but I haven't. But I'm glad to have this as part of my collection. I love that my collection is a mixture of both kind of vintage and newer items, but I'm very thankful to have all of these items in my collection. Just a true planner girl through and through. So these get me very excited. So that is the Louis Vuitton PM Agenda and the monogram print. Oh, and just for clarification, this takes the pocket size insert. So if you have this size planner and you're just stumbling across this video, this takes the pocket size insert. So that's what's in here. You'll see this is the one size that has the whole configuration where there's no space between the holes, as far as like the MM, and the other sizes kind of have about a 1 inch, 2 inch distance between the sets of rings. It's like a 3 and 3 configuration instead of all 6 discs lined up like this one. So okay, I'm yapping. See, I can nerd out about these real easily, real quick. So that is the PM size. This is the Louis Vuitton MM Agenda in the monogram print. This fits personal size. Now I get questions quite a bit. Do these fit personal wide inserts? The answer is it does fit them on the rings. However, it's going to have quite the overhang here. Probably one of the most frequent questions. This is also to note, this is probably the planner that I've had the longest in my collection. I believe I got this in 2008, something like that. Don't really remember. You could see a lot of the Louis Vuitton, since this is like a coated canvas and is not leather. I think a lot of people aren't aware of that. It's actually coated canvas and not a leather. That the corners tend to round up over time with these. But one of the most frequently asked questions I get is what size inserts fit in here, and the personal size fit in here the best. It was designed for personal size inserts like this. As you can see, they go in there, they close nice and easy. And because a lot of people get the smaller size hoping that they can fit larger sheets in there, like personal wide. So this is personal wide, and I can show you why I do not recommend this. So one, it'll interfere with this pin loop here. So once you see how it pushes it out like that, and then the paper hangs over the planner. So I never recommend this. You can make that work if that doesn't bother you for whatever reason, but you do pay a lot for these planners, so I can imagine that you don't really want to mess with the pin loop or really have the paper edges showing over. So definitely go with the personal size inserts, and then you have plenty of space for your pins, and there's nothing hanging over it, and then you still have space for your dividers and things like that that also will not fall over the edge. So I get that question quite a bit, and these are our 2025 dated inserts here, if you are wondering that. So again, this is the MM. Let me just keep out the PM so you can see the size difference. So, okay, so quite the difference in size. All right, so it's those two there. And then I have the largest Louis Vuitton agenda in my collection, which is the agenda cover. So this one doesn't have any hardware, any rings. So you can see this has kind of like some of our older items in it, because I haven't used this one in quite some time. So that's how that looks. I have it monogrammed with my initials there. And this is great. It fits an A5 notebook, but it also fits a half letter disc bound system. But I'll show you what a half letter disc bound system looks like inside. You just slip in a back cover like so, and you just have your planner all set and ready to go like that. So super simple. It just feels like casually chic, very effortless, but still like put together. So this is the Louis Vuitton agenda cover in the monogram print. And again, since this is coated canvas, you do see over time the edges start to like curl up. And I keep these stored perfectly in dust bags and all that stuff, but you're still gonna get that just with kind of changes in temperature and things like that. So those are all my Louis Vuitton, all of my Louis Vuitton planners. Now we're gonna go to ones that are a little bit more unique. So this is my Fendi pocket size planner in the Zucca monogram print from Fendi. This is my one and only Fendi planner, and you can see it's been quite some time, but some beautiful details, some pockets. I like the mixture of, it has the kind of like the canvas material, but it also has leather trim. So unlike Louis Vuitton, this does integrate some leather in the craftsmanship of this planner. Again, this fits pocket size inserts and dividers. Love this little guy in my collection. Again, these are the ones that I can never part with. These are very vintage, hard to get. They don't make these anymore, so I will be keeping these beauties in my collection. I have this, again, this is another vintage piece, and the good thing is that I got these so long ago. I have like all of them protected with the receipts and everything. But this one is called the Lady Dior Cabas. This is considered like a personal size planner. You can see it has that Lady Dior stitching that you see on the Lady Dior bags. It has gold hardware, and it's just stunning, guys. It is a stunning planner. So it has the authenticity card. It has the foil printing there. It is stunning. Stunning. I will never part with this one, ever, 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 ever. They're becoming fewer and far in between online, but if you try really hard, you can find them. But very thankful to have this in my collection. Again, this fits personal size. But the pin loop is very tiny, very, very tiny. And I'm thinking that Dior must have like sold their own pen back in the day to fit in there because the loop is tiny. My favorite pen does not fit in there. And again, this is what I'm just happy to have in my collection. A lot of these I do not plan on using. I just love, this is like my, like how people collect baseball cards. I collect planners, and I don't want this to get damaged. Like I don't want to you know, mess this up at it anyway. So this is purely for collectors, purely for the love and appreciation of all things planning. So that is my Lady Dior personal size planner. And then this one is a little bit misleading because of the box here, but this actually, I store this one in here sometimes, but that's not the actual box that it came with. But I have this Chanel planner, all leather, caviar leather, and I try to keep this in very pristine. Like I keep the bubble wrap inside to keep it in good condition. You have Chanel there, it's lined. It has some of the original inserts that came with it. When I purchased it, these aren't actually, it looks like they're not actually Chanel inserts. But you guys, again, I will not use this. I will just purely keep it. Again, and this fits personal size inserts. But you guys, I will not sell this. I will not use it. I want to keep it in pristine condition. This is just purely for part of my collection. I love this guy so much. I think this one and the Dior one are my favorite vintage planners. And of course, like, you can't go wrong with the Louis Vuitton. The Fendi is cute, unique, and different. I'm thankful for all of these kind of more vintagey pieces because they are harder to get online. So those are all the kind of designer, like well-known heritage brands that I have planners from. And then last but not least, of course, I have cloth and paper planners, heirloom leather planners made in Spain in my collection as well. I have the Leon in both the large size and in the CP Petite size. The small size here is the CP Petite. This fits CP Petite inserts. And then I have the large size here that fits A5 notebooks, but also half letter disc bound systems here. But yes, I just love them so much. So this, while it's kind of gone down a little bit, as far as like the quantity of planners that I have in my collection has gone down a little bit, I'm always gonna have the vintage ones. So you're gonna see these same vintage ones in all of my collection videos. But very thankful to have these as part of my collection. And yeah, would love to see which ones that you guys have. What's your oldest planner in your collection? I would love to know. Is there any vintage planners that you guys have your eyes on? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done one of these in quite some time. If you want to see more videos of featuring my planners, go ahead and leave a comment below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.